Hi, it's Tara coming back at you with a Christmas, well, let's just put it as a fantasy wish list. So it's a fantasy because I don't really have that much money, but it's still good to dream. So what I go do is I go to the fashionphile.com and anything that I see that I like, I just basically add it to the shopping cart. So if you guys don't know about Fashionphile, it's like a used luxury website that sells jewelry, clothes, basically shoes, and luxury handbags, designer handbags. And what I like about them and why I put things onto the shopping cart as soon as I have anything that interest in it is because after a while, if it hasn't sold yet, they'll start taking like certain percentages off, and they'll be selling stuff up to like 30% off if it hasn't sold by a certain time. So it's really cool to have them all lined up here, and then you can see they'll be like 10% off, and then all like that 30% off, and maybe some even like 35% off if it's final sale. So it doesn't hurt. This is how I fantasy shop without really shopping, but it's also very useful to organize your stuff. So you can tell when, the something that you're interested in may be having a certain percentage off, and you can have it on your shopping list. So as soon as it reaches the 30% or something, you can just quickly buy it if you want. So this is something that I've been keeping an eye on for a while. And this is this gorgeous Chanel metallic age calfskin quilted 2.55 reissue 226 flat bag. So the good thing about Fashionphile is they have a really good zoom feature, so you can see the zoom up to see the condition of the bag. Let's see. And this is the size of the bag. This is really helpful because it shows you how it is fitted to the body in terms of proportions. And this is a bag that I had some interest in because I really am intrigued by this gorgeous color. The color is just magnificent. And here's the back. So the back is also cool because there's a pocket, but I love this because I love the color. It's metallic, but it's not like your usual silver or gold. It's like a dark, almost blackish blue color, and then the chain is really intricate and big, thick, and beautiful. And also it doesn't sit too high up on the body. It kind of sits around the waist. So yeah, I think that this would be like so cool as a shoulder bag. I think these types of bags you can double up on the chain and wear it as a shoulder bag, and it'll probably hit around like upper waist, or you can do it as a crossbody too. So this is one of the ones that I'm really interested in. Recently, it's been, the estimated retail on this is $7,400, but with 20% off, it's only $3,400. And then over here it tells you the the condition. So it has a little bit of corner wear and everything like that. So a lot of and it also tells you how many people have it on their carts, because you're kind of competing with these people to try to get it at that exact time. What I'm doing is I'm waiting for it to hit 30% off, which will knock another $340 off of this. So it'll be like in the low 3,000s for this one. Then it might become a buying issue if I don't have the money. But yeah, so this is how I kind of like prudently fantasy shop on this website. So here's some of the other ones that I consider like kind of cool. This one's nice. This is Chanel so it's only, the Chanel is under it's probably going to be under $2,000 if we let it go down to 30%. So this is really cool. This is a perforated pink bag, and it looks to be in pretty good condition, and it's a really good size too. So over here, the details will show you what sizes. 12-inch length is really big. Yeah, So it's also quite wide, 3 inches, and height. So this is like a nice medium size bag for those people that need like a larger bag. Let's see the back. It looks to be in really good condition. The bottom, let's see. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So, you know, this one is in pretty good shape. Yeah, the inside, you know, this is the authenticity and number or tag or something like that. It's a little grotty, but that's okay. It's like a really minimal part. The corner is a little bit worn. But yeah, all in all, a really nice bag. So I would consider this. I would consider this. The only thing is there's a little bit of ink marks in the interior. The interior doesn't really matter. On the outside is what I really care about. So yeah, this might be one that I would be considering to get once it's like reach a desired amount. The only thing is some of these other 8 people that are in the 8 other carts might snap it up before me. But yeah, this looks to be a good one. This is a likely candidate. And then you have your other ones. This one is, it's not reached that time where they start taking off like percentages, so I'll just let it wait for a while. This is like a gorgeous reissue bag. The reason why I kind of like the reissue bag versus the regular the flat bag with the CC and everything like that is that I like the chain better. I think this chain is like nice and classy. It also doesn't twist up. Looks like it twists up as much as the regular chain bag that has the leather going through it. It also looks like it's not as heavy because it's not double layered. It's just like single layered. And I love this lock. This is nice and plain. And then some people that aren't into handbags, they might not even know it's Chanel. The reason why I want to be a little bit discreet right now is because of the economic climate. You know, I don't want to become like a target of like thieves and being mugged and stuff like that. So something a little bit more discreet is probably more in line with what I'm going for. So this is like a really nice color. It might have a little bit of color transfer in the back. It's no big deal to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel better buying like a used in condition object because I feel like if I paid full price for it and I smudged it myself, I would feel really bad. But if I bought like a cheaper one and someone else has slightly like gotten it like in that condition, I don't feel so guilty, and I would have less of a problem like using it. I don't know if that really makes sense. I mean, it's just like a psychological thing. Some people, it's quite the opposite. You know, they want to buy it and you know, make the marks themselves. But you know, I would have a hard time using it or enjoying it if I had that type of anxiety just because I bought it for full price, I think. So this is another one that I like. It's also in the same, the style, and this is patent leather. Patent leather is so gorgeous. Oh, it's lined, it's this blue color, but it's lined in leather. It's so gorgeous in the lining. But the thing is, I have like issues with patent leather. I feel like it's so glossy, and if it seems like it's very low maintenance, but the thing is, if it gets discolored or if you get marks on it, it's almost impossible to get off, you know what I mean? And you really can't repair it, I don't think. Also, I think patent leather might get melted easily if you're like in a really hot climate, you know. I would not leave this in a car on a hot day or something like that. It might get melted, or if you're storing it near like a really bright room and there's like a window and the sun might hit it and it might fade or melt or get like sticky. So that's probably a no. I just still put it on the cart because why not? It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's also eye candy. So here's one that's already has 10% off, and this one is a boy bag. I like boy bags, the look, but I'm not sure if I like the style. This one is really cute. It doesn't look so hard and harsh like a brick. Well, it does kind of look like a brick. It's red, brick red. But yeah, this is in pretty good condition. So these estimated retail for $5,900, and we're getting it in pretty good condition for $3,615, and with the possibility of 20% additional more to get off. Yeah, so this is you know, okay luxury, I guess. The good thing about Fashionphile is after a certain time, they allow you to do layaways, so you have 60 days to pay for it. So that's not bad, you know. So these are like dream bags that are kind of like not likely to get, because first of all, look at the price, $6,195. I noticed that they didn't have like the price tag here, the retail price, because when they do that, it actually means that it's probably selling for over retail, which I am not going to get, and you know, unless I hit it big or something like that, because that's kind of goes against my principles in a little bit. I mean, not that I really have principles, but I can't bite the bullet and pay for over retail, you know. That just, you know, not my purpose for this, but I can still dream, and I still love this one especially. I love, look at how cloud-like and pristine and just luminescent this gorgeous gray color is, light gray. It's so beautiful. I like this so much better than the regular classic flap without the handle, because I like the functionality of the handle. I think it's really nice. You can also, I hope these are removable. Are these removable? Let's see if it comes with a, oh, it doesn't even tell you. Oh, wait, let's see if the strap is removable. Well, it doesn't say. But anyways, if it's removable, then you can just carry it as a handbag. And then you can also have the option of like a crossbody. So these are just dream bags. This one is a wallet. This is not likely at all that I'll get it. I think I just put it on the thing because it's a really attractive color, and wallets are generally like multi-use. So this one is intriguing because out of this big wallet comes these two other SLGs. This pouch is intriguing. So this pouch has two side-by-side pockets for cards and also a zip. And then behind that is another, it's like another card holder. So that is amazing. I think that's also why I decided to get it. So you can also put more stuff in the back. This is quite large, 8.5 inches, not huge, but with the padding, it's pretty big. So the inside has like 6 card slots, 3 on each side in addition, and just this big space. So this is very versatile because it has a bigger space, so you can keep your phone. You can have your keys and then just have your cards in here. Or if you want to have more cards and more organization, you can include the detachable, these two pieces in there, which is even better. I'm surprised that this person sold it all together. Usually a lot of these people that sell on Fashionphile, they will sell each piece by itself. So to get the maximum amount of price for it, and also to get the sales. So to have it like a complete set like this is actually pretty cool and very desirable. And it looks to be an okay shape, you know. I don't know what this S means, maybe limited edition or something. But here's the authenticity. I really like Fashionphile because their pictures and everything are much more accurate, and the zoom feature allows you to really look at it, the stitching and everything that you probably can't see on other websites. So this is actually pretty good because it's like actually 3 pieces of items that you can use in all types of ways. Like you can use these separate inserts in different purses, like if you have a really slim purse or some other stuff that you want to organize, or you can even gift some of these and just keep the big wallet for yourself. then you'll get like 3 gifts in one, or 3 pieces in one. So you know what? This is actually a really good one. I'm glad I reviewed it on here. Otherwise, I would have dismissed it. So yeah, you can easily remove these items off the list just by hitting the remove. So this one is a metallic purple backpack, but as you see, it's gone to the full 30% off. Usually it will not go further than that unless, like, I think maybe unless they're desperate to sell it, and then they'll have it on the, you know, final sale where you can't return it or something like that. So here's this beautiful Chanel backpack, metallic lilac purple. Oh, it's pretty cool. It's kind of interesting because this, you can really see the lines of the leather running through this. I guess this is like a distressed one. Let's see. The thing about metallics is I'm kind of afraid that they, and especially the distressed leather, I think they pound it or they put stress on it to break the surface of the leather to make it extra soft and cushy, to give it this lined and weathered look for coolness. But the problem is then you might have issues, you know, with the paint like peeling off, and then you can, the metallic and the leather underneath will be like a totally contrasting. I've seen that before in other ones. So that is one of the issues with it. You see how these corners, so this is a color, while it's really pretty, I think it shows peeling, like it might show peeling really badly. So I would probably not get this. But oh, look at the inside. It's so pretty. Yeah, I really like this. This is like very pretty. But like I said, look at this peeling. That's not good looking. And also the thing about these backpacks is they just look, if you don't have it stuffed or full of stuff, they just look kind of sad and saggy and just kind of like droopy on your back. And I think sometimes the straps appear like they might be really long, and they might sit on your back really low and bounce around your back and not be comfortable. The other thing is this is also does not have another small outside pocket, so you'd have to like open the strap and then fuss with the drawstring and then dig around inside. So that's another style design issue that I don't find appealing. Here's one that's really a good price. If like another 10% goes off on that, then this would be like just under $2,000 or $2,000 with tax. And this one is a really nice one because it's brown. It's this lovely aged brown. It looks really stunning. The only thing is I think this clasp is a little bit ruined looking, but the inside is really nice. So the inside is this lovely brownish bronze color. Yeah, I quite like that. So they said that this is a big one. So I think 227 might be, is this like larger? Yeah, so this is like 12.25 inches long along the length of the side to side, so from east to west. So that's quite a large bag. I don't know. The thing about Chanel's is the larger bags tend to look kind of ruined. You know, they look beat up and kind of shapeless. I would prefer the size under this, like the 255 that I showed you previous. Wait, what was that? That other one, the blue one that I showed you previous. I think the smaller bags take less of a beating. They look less droopy, and then they're also more, they keep their structure better, and they look more chic. I mean, I don't want a shopping bag like this in this thing, you know what I mean? It just, the proportionately, I don't think they look as good when they're big. Another thing that I've really been wanting is, and this is for practical purposes because I know these card holders, when you open them up, they hold a lot of cards. This one is the new model, so it has an additional back slot for cards. This is great for like IDs and for if you take public transit and you have to go through the turnstile and the subway and you just beep a card really fast instead of digging through your purse and taking it out of your wallet. This is really cool. It's one large roomy thing inside and another, yeah, so, wait, hold on. Yeah, so there's a large space in here, but then there's another single slot up front too. So there's two, you can put 2 cards up front, you know, easy as pie. And this is like in as new condition, so it's 20% off, so another $70 off would be pretty cool. I think this is also a sought after color. You know, guys, if you guys love a pop of color, and I don't mean to be like really cliche about that, but if you guys have dark bags and you know, it's hard to rummage, it's hard to see because it's so dark. If you have something like this, you can spot it immediately, you know. And this is also if you have a desk, like a messy desk, or you have a cluttered like dresser or something like that, your eye will immediately see this type of color. So this is like a sought after color. It's also super bright and fun. And if you're just keeping cards in it, you don't keeping coins, it doesn't get as grubby, from my knowledge. That's why I don't really like to deal with cash. I feel like cash, like the bills, they give off like a dark powder or smudges from the ink, and then the coins, of course, leave like gross residue. So I don't really like that. Here's another large pink purse for $500. I don't think this is as good of a deal as, you know, the green one, now that I saw the green one, and it's a little bit more worn. The inside has it doesn't have the extra inserts, but it has quite a lot of organization. So there's 12 card slots, room space over here. There's also a really large zipped compartment, 6 more slots, and then additional slip pocket right here that's big, that's in the front. So this is pretty useful. It's only in good condition, so it's not that desirable. There's also discolorations. So some discolorations on leather can be worked out a little bit as long as they're not too dark, because I feel like I had a gray leather bag one time and I had not used it for a long time, and I just left it on this like a bookshelf type of thing, but it was like a really cheap bookshelf, and then the color was kind of like an orangey brown, and it kind of rubbed off on the leather. And when I took it out, I was like, oh no, the whole side of the whole corner of one bag was kind of like slightly faded gray, kind of slightly flaky looking with this orangey tinge to it. But then when I started wearing it, it became less dry, the leather, and I noticed that, you know, from using it and from probably the oils on my hand from handling it or whatever, a lot of the discoloration actually wore off. So the gray color was like more prevalent, and then the orangey-ish like brown color kind of like faded as with use, and then the leather got more supple. So that just kind of shows me that if you're storing bags, especially if they're leather, keep them in a bag, like a cloth bag that's breathable, and don't let them touch the wood directly, because if you have a cheap wood, the varnish, if it's a different color, might rub off on the bag. And also wood is dry, so I think maybe it touching the bag directly can dry out the leather as well. So yeah, that's just a tip that I learned from my own. Luckily, that bag was just like an old Banana Republic bag that I got on sale for a really good price. It's a really lovely bag, but I wouldn't have, you know, been in despair if I had messed it up a little bit. And I still use it. So this is another really gorgeous one. This is a very, I guess this is not a classic Chanel bag, but it's more of a lovely clutch purse. It's dressy, but you know, I really love how they did the pearls on this. It's not all thickly covered with the same size pearls. So it's has like a nice pattern. It's only like the thicker ones in the here, and the rest of it is more restrained. I think this is extra lovely. Also like the delicate chain. It's not a very busy chain. It's not too thin, not too thick. And this is the back of it. So the back looks like it might even have, you know, a separate pocket in the back. And look at this chain. It has a CC on it right there. So this is really nice. And, you know, from looking at the length of it, it's actually not a tiny clutch. This is actually 10.25 inches. That's actually a good size. That's like bigger. That's bigger than a mini iPad in width and side to side. So this is what it looks like. It has this nice metallic snap, and it is nicely, it looks like there's different sections. Oh, so this is kind of like a wallet on a chain, but like more spacious, because there's one side here and one side here for you to keep things. And it would, you know, fit your cell phone, it would fit your keys. You can even put a tiny pouch, and you don't need, you know, you don't even need to have a wallet, but then you can also keep lipsticks and stuff here. This looks like it fits quite a lot and is a dressy, but also nicely proportioned bag for those people that don't want to carry like a tiny clutch. So this is really, really pretty. And this is satin colored. This is satin too, and it's black. So this takes off all of my, you know, all of my my likes. First of all, the black satiny material is really gorgeous against the contrast against the pearls, and the pearl design is discreet yet luxurious, and the size is acceptable. It's not too bulky, but then it's also wide enough like to fit a lot of stuff. So this to me is like a nice dressy looking purse, and a good deal probably. So yeah, it's probably not an everyday thing, but you know, you can wear this forever, I think. I don't think that with light wearing, it's not gonna go out of style. You can wear this any season. It won't get dated. And I like it that they didn't have the CCs anywhere. So, but everybody still will know this is like a luxurious bag and Chanel. So I like that. That's really cool. The price tag is not great. There can be another 10% off, but with tax, it'll probably end up being like $3,500. But then most of the Chanel stuff is like in excess of $5,000. So I think this is not too bad. This is still like a wish list. I mean, this is still a fantasy because I go nowhere and fancy, and you know, I couldn't really justify buying this unless it was just like in a spurt of insanity or something, or I did something really amazing and I wanted to really award myself. But I think the other bags and the wallets and stuff like that I showed before are much more they're much more reasonable and practical. Not that it's practical at all. I mean, this is just mostly purely fantasy. So this is another one that's really nice. It's in excellent condition. Like it doesn't even look like it's been used. So this is another gusseted purse, wallet. So this doesn't have any inserts, just has a really big middle and a large back pocket that instead of that little tiny like slip that's like in the back of those other ones, this one goes from side to side, so it's quite big. You can fit your phone probably in there in a pinch because it looks quite large. So it's a 6.25 inches, I guess. I don't know, but this is a new version, so that's why it's a lot. It's only from $219, and the condition is really good. But this is I love the color, but this is like not a go. This is interesting. Chanel lambskin top handle logo flap. So this is has an interesting cutout where you can stick your fingers through. That's kind of like like one of those paper bags or shopping bags. But then it also has it can double as a shorter shoulder bag, but then it also can double as maybe a crossover bag too. This is really cool. It looks like a paper bag sandwiched in between a soft middle. This is the back. Not bad. It is cream, so of course dirt is a factor. This looks really immaculate, actually. Yeah, it looks like this design with this the edges kind of like being slightly longer than the middle, you'll end up getting a lot of wear on the edges, especially since they're white in corners. But you know what? It's really pretty. It's so soft and cushiony. It looks like a, a, a piece of brie, you know, the brie, the cheese. It's like the snowy white thing before, and kind of looks like soft and bloomy before you cut into it with a knife. And this looks so soft and buttery. So this one is really a good price. It's under 2,000 already. So that's already good, with possibly another 10% off unless one of these other 6 people snatches it up. Yeah, so this is something that's really unique, and it looks pretty practical. I mean, it's a good size bag. Let's see, it's like 9.5 inches. You can fit like a mini iPad in there. And a lot of things. This is kind of cool, you know, and not everybody has something like that. And I didn't see that it was really bad or anything. So here's another card holder. This is just a dream, because if I was to buy a card holder, I would, oh yeah, this is really nice. This also has the back pocket. Lovely. 2 slots up front. Yeah, this is probably, if I was to splurge on an SLG, I would get something like this, because, you know, it's in pretty good condition. It's not exorbitant money, but it's probably, I would probably get the yellow one instead, because I think the yellow colors just appeal to me more. This is like a seasonal bag that has come up several times from 2017. This is the lambskin, so it's really soft and probably can show some scratches. But I really love this, that it has multi-color trim on the outside, and also the sides and back too. So it's like a color block. This is really nice. And this back, and then also has a bit of leather on the top where your shoulder like is, so it doesn't hurt your shoulders. I think this is a lovely bag. It is also designed to be doubled up to have a shorter shoulder drop, or a longer shoulder drop for a cross body or shoulder. So this is very versatile. The only thing, and it's also quite like spunky and nice and funky and lovely. This is like a drop of color, or maybe for those people, like the bottom is blue. So, you know, I like it that the face is actually mostly black, and the sides are the different colors. Unfortunately, this does have a bit of wear. Yeah, on the corner, too bad, and on the back. Here and on the back. So that's one thing about it, is like these things tend to get rubbed. But this is actually not a terrible bag, because I mean, I probably wouldn't be focusing on that 100%. Let's just see. When you see it up front, because it has all this color blocking, like you can't even really tell that it's messed up. You know, you might just assume that it's part of the design, you know what I mean? Because this is silver right here, this is silver, and then maybe someone thought to put a little bit silver here, you know. It doesn't look bad. This is like a versatile bag, because it looks mostly black, and which would go with everything, and then it's only until you see the sides and everything that you see that it's got funky colors. So this is like for someone who wants a mostly black bag, but also likes to dress up funky and colorful for the weekends or whatever like that. This one is really cool. I really love the design on this bag. It looks really nice and light. And it's also 20% off. There might be another $279.50 off. So this is not bad. I would consider this, but it's not a practical bag. Excuse me. Okay, almost getting through this. Thank you for your patience. This is just a pouch with a handle. So it's like one of those bags that, you know, looks like a purse, like a clutch, and then has a zip up front, and it's really thin. Look how thin it is. So it's like a clutch, but it does expand. So it's like a wristlet. I guess this is just one-sided, and there's no option to have a hook on this side, so you can't really wear it as a bag. So it's more like a wristed clutch. Okay, I don't really care for those, and it was also, you know, $1,400. If I was to wear a clutch, I probably wouldn't wear like a really expensive clutch. I mean, they're so out of the way, you know what I mean? So this is really cool, 4,115. It's a top handle flap. It kind of looks like that one with the bar on top, except this has like a back pocket, which is one of the things that I really love about bags. And I kind of insist on getting some with back pockets now, because it just makes your life so much easier, and you're so much more likely to use the bag and not let it sit on your shelf like a piece of art. So this is this. It's like a plain quilted bag. It's not so badly priced as the other ones, and you can tell that you can also put a strap over here or wear it as a top handle. It's quite dignified. It's a little dull. I mean, I don't like bags that are all black and then also have a black lining, because first of all, it doesn't show any contrast. Another thing is it doesn't look, it's not fun to rummage around in a dark bag. This is one that I really think is super cute. And I really want this in both the black and also this shiny, sort of luminescent, like glowing pearl green, seafoam green, I think. So this is like a cute little bag that has a big compartment and also a mini front compartment, which is really good because I like to keep my keys separate from my other stuff, my phone. Here's what it looks like on the bottom, and it's just super cute and adorable. It's only 7.25, so it's like a mini bag, but it still fits your phone, so it's still useful. So this ticks all the buttons for me. I would really love this bag, but I'm gonna have to wait to see if this goes up to the 30% off, because then I think 3,000 is more reasonable for this bag. Here's the black version, but because it's black, oh no, here's not the same version, but here's a black type. So this one has a built-in handle that doesn't move like the other one. So this is cool because it's like, this handle is stiff and gorgeous and has like gold hardware. It's slightly more structured. It's also slightly longer. This is 8.75. That one was 7.25. And this is lovely. You know, I see that the leather is still in great condition and soft and supple and glowing. The air seems to have been depoofing in some of these things, but it's okay. The gold hardware seems unscratched. Here's the back. The back also seems to have like a somewhat roomy back pocket, and this gorgeous gold handle in the back is beautiful. Big space. Yeah, this is 3 inches wide. This can fit quite a lot. Yeah, so this one is gorgeous and doesn't really seem to have anything, and it also comes with the box too. So yeah, I would love to have this, except it's super expensive. So this will come down like to maybe 4,000 something, low 4,000s, which is not bad, I guess. It's still 4,000 to me is still not enough to urge me to get this. Although if it was like 3,000, mid 3,000s, I would go for this right away, but that's super unlikely. This will probably be snapped up in no time as soon as it hits the 30% off mark. So there's another version of that first one right up here. It looks lighter, but it's the same color. It's also from 2020. So this one actually has like a lower top price than this. Like it's $100 lower to start with, and then it's already starting to get the percentage to go down. So this one, look how cute it is. It's like just glows. The only thing is dirt is a problem, but you know what? This is like so cute. It's hard to find these cute bags that are so cute. this is like okay, so the reason why I love this design is it's the perfect combination of squishy and soft and gorgeous, like luminescent leather and handle. So it has enough structure where it's not all sunken in and gross, and it has a handle for function, short handle and a long handle and a long bag drop, and it also has the small pocket up front and a big pocket and a zip, a little like whatever in the this tiny like a slip pocket. It also has like gorgeous like this turn lock, which is cool. So yeah, all in all, this is a gorgeous bag, and you know, if I had the money, I would do this in a heartbeat. This is like the perfect. So it would be my mini bag that is actually useful and not mini bag that's like useless. And probably the resale value on this is pretty high. This is the Chanel lambskin. This one I'm not that interested in because it doesn't look as cute as the other one. I mean, it's quite a lot wider, but then it's kind of like chunky, and the front part is just not giving me the best vibes. Although it should come down to a pretty good price for this bag. I think the quilting in here doesn't seem as poofy, and it's kind of oddly flat and not that interesting to me, although the color is pretty exciting. Then we come to these more realistic bags that are useful. And this is one that I designed that I've been wanting for a while. Although I was kind of initially put off by the pleated sides because I saw some of them where they were kind of like rippled and crushed in, although this one is super beautiful. So this one is the discontinued monogram Palace BB. I love this. And it's the full BB. So full means the color, leather on the collar matches the inside, this leather right here. This V shape is actually an easy to reach huge pocket that goes from almost side to side and goes all the way down. And it's from the front and also on the back. So basically you have 3 big compartments. So this is super useful, and it's not huge. It's only 10.25 inches, so it's not huge. This is the BB size. They have like a medium size. I think this is much cuter. With 3 different compartments, you can carry a lot of stuff. You can probably even carry like an iPad inside the big compartment, and all your other stuff can fit as well. The good thing is it has beautiful sturdy handles, short handles, 2 handles, not just one, and this gorgeous strap. The only thing that keeps it from being perfect is the sides are pinched in like this, so it kind of like makes it like a lot larger on the bottom and a lot less room on the top because it restricts the opening. But then with the stuff where you can shove stuff in the sides, that kind of makes up for it. So I really love this color. I would really love to get this. And it's actually starting at a pretty good price for something that's discontinued. $1,900, so after 30%, that'll take off like maybe $600. So it'll be like around $1,300, but then with tax, I mean, depending on whether you pay tax or not. So I think $1,300 for this really gorgeous looking bag that hardly seems to have anywhere at all is a really good deal. So I'm keeping my eye on this. But then, unfortunately, so is 18 other people. This is another one. This is like a little less because this is a less desirable one, even though it's bigger, because the handle is the vachetta and it doesn't match the lining here on the pockets. So this is what the 13 inches looks like. This is like quite a large size bag, and these bags have feet. So It's good for work, I think, but I think when it gets this big, do you see how the sides kind of like are misshapen and sort of the ruching is kind of messed up a little bit? I don't like that. Another thing is this one is a older version, or this doesn't have the leather sides, so it doesn't look as good. Like the other one, the full one, had this color leather on the sides, but this just has this only has the canvas, and it has this weird rippling effect, so I don't like this. So even though I put it on here, because it's in the style that I like, and it's $200, $250 starting less, I still am not likely to get it. So this is one that's more desirable, and I like this color, raisin, because it's a beautiful burgundy color that kind of glows and goes with everything, like all neutral colors. And this one is the one that is really, really beautiful. Look how beautiful this leather looks in contrast with the monogram. Yeah, so I really like this. I might go for this. This one is already has 5% off, so it's probably going to go down to like 1,400, which is not bad. And it only has faint corner wear and scratches on the hardware, which is like just nothing. So it looks really clean and well made. So I would go for this as the most reasonable bag over the Chanel's, even though the Chanel's are kind of like dream bags. These are some of the cheaper ones that I liked. This one is a long shot because I don't know if I'll actually like the style. This one is called this one is an old Louis Vuitton one. This is called the Dami Bin Sistina Pm. This one is beautiful. I love the unique ruching, and also it comes from this time, I think in the 90s or something, where they had these large stupid clasp, but that are kind of a little bit bothersome. But this one, it kind of goes with the whole look. There's some of them that were just full of studs and hardware everywhere that didn't look too good, but this one, it kind of just draws everything into the middle, and it's just really gorgeously shaped. The good thing is this strap is also it's also adjustable up to a certain length. These are the short kind of like, and I also love the BB, like the Dami Bin, how it's beautifully ruched. I mean, this type of ruching doesn't get really messed up because there's not a lot of space for it to shift around to, so it is also probably always going to keep this cute little shape. It's also big. I mean, it looks small. It looks small and dainty, but it's 14 inches, so that is a really wide bag, and it's 8 inches high, so it will carry a lot, and 5.75 inches. This is what it looks like on the model. So the good thing about the straps is you can probably get like a separate strap and just punch holes like a leather strap and make it also into a crossbody bag too. But I think this is really cute under the arm. It doesn't look like it doesn't stick out as large as like a Neverfull or anything like that, you know what I mean? And I think the bottom isn't structured, so it just if you don't have that much in there, it just collapses. Here's the back. This is really pretty. And yeah, so this is not structured. So this is so beautifully made. Look at the ribbing and everything, and it's pointy on the sides so it doesn't stick out. Like the Neverfulls are square on the side, so the corners just like jut out, whereas this is like slim like that. So if you have less things, it will just conform to the stuff that you have inside. This is really beautiful. There's only slight stitching issues with the leather. This is the stuff right here. The interior looks clean. This even, I mean, miraculously, this buckle is not full of terrible scratches. I don't think it probably had much wear. Anyways, this leather is really hard wearing. So I would consider this to be a super good deal. Canvas stuff for Louis Vuitton. I feel like it might get harder to find. $600 and $45 for a bag this size is at 30% off is actually a pretty good deal. With tax in California, this will come up to $700. Not bad for a 14-inch bag that's really big and should fit a lot. Like, you can probably fit like notebooks and files and stuff in here. You might even be able to fit like a 14-inch computer or 13-inch computer. It might be longer on the bottom though. So, but anyways, yeah, it could fit a lot. I know this will fit an iPad, even an iPad Pro for sure, the larger size ones. So this is something that I'm very interested in getting, and this is also, the price is realistic. Ideally, I do not want to spend more than like $1,000 for a bag. That's just crazy. I do it, but you know. So for people that likes MCM, there's a $200 bag. This is not bad. MCM canvas does not wear as well as the Louis Vuitton canvas. So just as a warning. Another thing is, this is a really cool wallet. It's too much. I just wanted to look at it because this blue is gorgeous against the shiny black leather. Shiny black canvas. And Zippy Wallet is one of my favorite large wallets because it just gives you like tons of options. You know, it has one compartment here, then a middle compartment that's like this is an actual pocket, the slim thing. You can put stuff in there, another compartment, and a zipper compartment, and another compartment, and another compartment, and they may even have like slim slides on the side as well. So there's like tons of organization, you know, for people that have tons of stuff, receipts and stuff to keep track of. I have the Fragonard one myself, but that's like a limited edition. Another thing that's not a bag that's kind of cool is they have some cool, interesting watches and jewelry. So here's an Hermes one. This is lizard skin, so it's like a really nice texture. I like this one because it's not your usual round face Rolex thing. Although Rolexes have much greater resale value, of course, and Hermes doesn't. So this is like this dainty, gold and black classic bracelet. It looks stunning. And it's $715. This is not bad. If you just want a fashion watch and you want something Hermes, this looks really beautiful and classic. I'm not sure. You're not going for the resale value here. Another thing is also lizard, so it's an exotic skin. So you're getting, usually that's more expensive. So $700, if this is a good working watch, why not? I've seen uglier ones going for more, you know what I mean? So why not? Yeah, this is really cool piece aesthetically. I would go for it if I was into watches, but I'm not. I just wanted to take a look at it because it was something different. The thing about Fashionphile is you'll find like hundreds of the same most popular items, or you'll find hundreds of the most old ones that everyone's just selling off, like Gucci bags or something like that. But then now and again, you'll find some unique pieces that you haven't seen anywhere else like this. I haven't seen it because I'm not deeply into Chanel, but this is like the 19 bag in this gorgeous tweed. And I've not seen this type of tweed before. I've seen like the black and white, pure black and white. I've seen, like the heather patterns and everything and stuff with metallic stuff in it. But this is really cool. This is just like beautiful, casual, and could probably fit with anything. I think this is like a dark blue check, so it's not as harsh as the black. It's more casual. And, this would be great with grays, dark blues, even browns, and whites. So this is a very versatile check. It also doesn't look too dressy. It looks quite nice and cool. It's in excellent condition. It's only 10 inches, so it's not the smaller one, I don't think. I think it's medium. Yeah, it's the medium flap. And it just looks beautiful against black and against anything. So if I had the money, and another thing I love about this design is this huge back pocket. You can put phones, wallets, anything basically. I really love this. Generally do not like tweed bags because, you know, they pull, the tweeds pill, you know what I mean? You have to worry about, like, you know, sharp objects hooking it and pulling out the threads and stuff like that. But, you know, this one is really gorgeous. If I had the extra money, if I was in the market for this bag, which I'm not really, but I would pick this over the leather version because I think it's much more beautiful. It would have to go down pretty far from this for me to even consider it. But it looks like it might, because it should probably go down to mid 3000s or mid to highish 3000s, which isn't bad for this bag. So anyways, if anybody has the money, go check it out. This one is a Louis Vuitton Queer Cinema Intrigue Black. Now this is, oh, I'm so sad. This is sold out. See, I was waiting for this to go down, but you know, people snapped it up already. This is like a really buttery, soft looking leather and doctor bag. And look how classy it is. Look, it's like just beautiful. It doesn't have like a huge plaque. It also comes with the Louis Vuitton cushion inside too, which is cool. Yeah, this is really nice. Look at this. It has a little gold tag on one side. Too bad. Yeah, this is a really cute bag. See, this is what happens. You snooze, you lose. That's how it is. This one, I know I said before that I didn't really like the style of the Neverfull, but this color combination, you guys know I am a sucker for fuchsia, magenta type of like blue colored pinks. This are so gorgeous. It looks so good against the monogram that I would probably reconsider my dislike of this design just for this. But of course, I'm not going to get it. It just looks really beautiful. And I'm so partial for this color. But thankfully, I have some, oh, it's slightly damaged. Well, it's okay. The outside's really beautiful. I've gained some sort of willpower over the years for this type of stuff through hard lessons, actually. So here's another one that's really economical, and it's in the Dami Bin, which I'm beginning to really love this color and pattern, and it just looks so rich and lovely. This is in the right back bracket, and it's a beautiful little handbag. That's one thing I generally prefer crossbodies, but if it's a little bit structured, I wouldn't mind this handbag like this. It's slightly warped, you know, but the corner's wearing really good. There's a little bit of, yeah, on the leather strap, on the leather handle. It's okay. You know, this is something to consider. This is just so pretty. I mean, it's really nice. It's like a square bowling bag or square doctor bag. Really pretty. And then here's this Tom Ford. Generally do not like, you know, don't know much about these other designer bags. This one the leather looks really beautifully pebbled. My name starts with a T, so when I see this T, it's kind of cool. It gives me a thrill. It's like, oh yeah, that's my name. And it's this adjustable crossbody strap, and it's quite large. Unfortunately, some of the room is lost because you have the sides that stick out a lot. It has a slight slip on the back for phone. Yeah, so it has this thing where the sides stick out a lot. You see how much room? It's actually, you're actually not getting as much room as you think. So yeah, that's not great. I love this color. It's really bright and pretty. And it's 800 something dollars. So with 30% off, it should get down to like 600, high 600s. Not bad. I don't know if, you know, it's just for looking. These are other bags, you know, that are okay. This one, I kind of like this design. The trunks, the trompe-l'oeil. So basically they make it look like a trunk and it's like a cosmetic bag. I really like this pattern. A lot of people say they don't like to, they're afraid to use it because they might chip off the paint, but you know, maybe that's something that they can paint, they can have it refurbished easily. So how difficult is it to paint, you know, paint the stuff back? Probably not too difficult. So I really love this. It looks like it's a real chain. I would not buy this at even though it's in excellent condition, I would not buy it at $730. When it gets down to a more reasonable price, that's maybe when I might go for it. This one is something that I was thinking about getting, and it's really pretty. So this is like the flower purse, and I love it because it looks so beautiful. This beautiful pink ballerine in gold looks gorgeous against it, and not a lot of Chanel like wallets have this type of button, so it's quite unique. And it has a really large, is this a flap or is it just sewing? I don't know. So it has the sides done in pink, which are, doesn't look too worn, just a little bit of rubbing. So this is what it looks like inside. Looks like there's a lot of card slots and everything. And it's soft purse, so I don't think you can put stuff in there and not have to worry about it like being too rigid. So this is really nice. I really wish that it had the option of straps on the side so you can carry it as a wallet on the chain. So that would be like super amazing. And that would make this much more, this would make it a super steal, because then this would be like $500 for like a wallet that you can use as a purse. Excuse me. Okay, so we're getting down to the bottom. Just a few more left. Thank you for sticking with me if you come this far. Otherwise, feel free to watch it next time. This is actually something that I've been keeping an eye on for a long time. I love this because I actually saw it in person at a consignment store, and they were actually selling it for a lot. They were selling it for like a lot more than this price is. And it's so cute. I know it's a little bit busy on the face side. It comes in the smaller size. This is the smaller size and the larger size. The larger size has an additional strap across it, which I can't stand. So this is the cutest one. These two little ones are adorable, although I'm not sure. They're not that big. This is a smallish bag, so I don't know what can be kept outside here. Probably not too much. I don't think you can even fit a phone in these little things unless you had it open. This is beautiful, like a soft bag. The only thing is it's in terrible condition, and the piping and everything is ruined on the bottom. Yeah, the inside is nice. I like this, that it has this like cream interior, because it's really easy to see stuff, but as you can see, it's kind of spotted all over. So I do like this style. I just do not like this particular one. If it's $500, you can get this, you can bring this into the store and get it repaired. They would basically undo the bag and they would just sew in the leather lining. If something happens to the canvas, Louis Vuitton will not fix it. But if something happens to the leather bits can be refurbished. So it could probably cost like $100 or $200, and it would probably take like months or something, because you know it takes a long time, and there's probably a list of other people getting it done. So I've seen people getting their stuff like replaced, you know, all the leather bits replaced, and it looks really beautiful afterwards. I actually prefer the aged Vachetta versus the white Vachetta because it's doesn't look as good. I don't think it's too contrasty. I think the darker Vachetta actually makes it look a little bit rich, as long as it's not like dirty. This one I've had my eye on. This style I've had my eye on for a long time, and it's mostly because it's in this gorgeous color. It's called Kenyan Fawn. So this is an Epi Leather Speedy 30. This fawn color is just amazing, and you know, I love the Speedy. Look how gorgeous it is. This has probably had really hard wear since the 90s, and it's still looking really really gorgeous. So the only thing is that the inside might be kind of musty. Look at this. Yeah. So just a warning to you, if it's a leather bag with a leather interior and it smells a little bit musty, you might be able to rescue it as long as it's like not super moldy in the back. So this is the problem why it's so cheap, because it's only $400. There's this terrible crease in the middle. I don't know, this might have been done with a metal object. Maybe it was resting on a metal object. So just to let you know, be careful how you rest your purses. Make sure it's on a perfectly smooth and flat surface with no straps or any objects, even something as small as like a string, like a knotted cord. If it rests on there for a long time, it's going to create these permanent creases. Luckily, this is kind of like near the bottom, so it's not too terrible, but it's permanent. Those things don't come off, and you can't really do anything about it. So yeah, all in all, this doesn't look bad, but let's see if it's musty. Yes, musty odor and ink marks on the interior. So leather, I don't think is too bad for must. I think leather, unlike other stuff, can bounce back. If you had a cloth, I don't think cloth can bounce back because cloth like deteriorates faster. One time I had a really bad musty bag, but I think that was because the interior lining was made of plastic or some sort of material that smelled like rotting vegetation. It was not good. That one, I couldn't stand it because it stunk up my whole house and I had to get rid of it. And it was actually a Louis Vuitton like purse that I got on Fashionphile, and they said musty odor, but I didn't believe. I thought I can rescue it, but I couldn't. So this is one other one that I've had my eye on for a long time, and this is the Cabas Mezzo. This is a really good alternative to the Neverfull. If you don't like the side sticking out as much, this is more square. The only thing is it has a full leather bottom, so this leather looks kind of beat up, but it's also on the bottom, so it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. No one really looks at the bottom of people's bags. And also, it's going to get dirty anyway, so it really makes no difference. The straps are super comfortable because they're flat. And the good thing is, unlike the Neverfull, this actually has a full zippered top, so you don't have to worry about like security. Yeah, so this looking kind of nasty, but you know, who knows? Some people might not mind that too much, I think. So it has a zipper, has the plain brown lining. I really do not like this one pen thing over here. That's okay. They could have done another next to the sides. What I really like is I like this strap looks really plain and simple and aesthetically pleasing, nice and neat. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it does kind of on that other side, but you know what, I think someone tried to erase like a pen mark and then they messed up the leather. But I think maybe, you know, if you put leather conditioner and you just used it and you try to keep it clean a little bit, it might look markedly better. It doesn't matter. It's not, the structure is not messed up. It's still a good bag. So, you know, $500, not too bad. This is a very useful bag. So this is a bag that I think is super cute and looks like a nice retro bag. it looks like a nice retro piece of luggage, like the cosmetic bags that women from the 50s used to carry when they went on like train travel or overnight travel, and they would have these, they would wear their little suits and gloves and everything, and they would have this bag. I love this ruffle over here. It's not too much, and it's also controlled. The bag will not go out of shape. It's a very structured bag. So you have your contrast of hard shape, but also soft feminine right here. And it's nice to have this to sort of transition it. I love this one, just beautiful. They also have a version of this Mitzi that is made of a gorgeous Louis Vuitton black buttery leather with it has the flowers kind of like poofed up and the symbols poofed up in it. That's really beautiful in black leather. I saw one on here and I was tempted to get it, but you know, it just didn't work out. So this is another one that I might be considering. This is really pretty, and even though it's like a monogram bag, it has a beautiful looking like red interior, the red velvety suede like interior, and not that ugly brown canvas. So I think it's really pretty. This one I might consider. This is actually a good size, quite a large bag. It's 13.5 inches and 9.75 inches. So it can and 5.25. So, you know, it can carry like, I don't know, a laptop, but maybe iPad Pro or something like that, and a lot of stuff. It might be like even like you can use it as an overnight bag, maybe to keep like one small change of clothes or at the gym. But I think it's really pretty, and it looks like a piece of luggage, but a feminine piece of luggage, not that really overly square silhouette. It's just really beautiful, rounded and gentle, but not shapeless. So this is another one that I really like. And the last one that I like is this. This one I think is a really good deal, because this is an all leather. This is a leather bag, suede actually, I think. Yeah, this is a suede bag, and it seems to have a lot of work done into it, and it's only $695. So this is really pretty, quite gorgeous looking handles. I don't know if that's real croc or alligator, but it looks, the texture is really beautiful, and the gray color is very beautiful against this gray suede. I can do without these two zip things on the side. I think it's cute because you can slide things inside. I think there's like two pockets maybe inside, or one big pocket on the outside, which is useful. It looks adorable on the side. So the side, it basically looks like the gray suede is an overcoat on the outside, because it kind of like, there's a zip on the outside coat, and then on the inside there's a secondary zip. That's kind of intriguing. It looks kind of like Sherlock Holmes-y. You know, Sherlock Holmes wears that trench coat with the cape. This kind of reminds me of that shoulder cape, you know. Looks like someone stored their bag on the side, and then the handle of this just put a mark on the suede. That's really nothing. So the bag underneath is a really structured, shiny black leather. Has feet, very pretty feet, very pretty condition. Yeah, looks gorgeous, and it's lined with this shiny like cloth pattern with this extra patterns of the Louis Vuitton patterns inside. So I think this might have been a limited edition. This is from the trunk and bags condition, and it lists all the place that they have it, and the biggest one is the Champs-Élysées. I guess that might be their flagship store. This is really beautiful and probably worth having, especially if you like boulders and a little bit vintage looking object. It's in immaculate shape. Let's see what the issues are with it. It has imprints. That's okay. Scratches on the hardware. Okay. Scuffs, discoloration on the handles. Yeah, I can barely see anything. It's a really dark color. So yeah, this is something that I might consider. you know, just because it's so unique looking. I have not seen anything that looks like this come onto market, and it's not a bad size. The inch is 12 inches, and the length, the width is 4 inches, and the height is 7.75, so not bad. So thank you for watching this super incredibly long wish list. I will be doing another wish list with less with less wishes, I think. This one is going to be on Neiman Marcus bags, and these will be a lot easier on the pocketbook, but they're selling out quickly, so I better do this video right now. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye.